The UK Home Secretary, James Cleverly, has provided more clarity on the announcement he made 2 weeks ago on the 5-point plan to reduce net migration into the UK. If you want to find out what it's all about, please watch this video till the end. Hello everybody, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I talk about working, studying, settling down in the UK, US, Canada. If any of these countries interest you, please subscribe to my channel. Hit on the notification bell so that each time I drop a video, you know it's time to watch Cynthia Academy. Now, without wasting time, let's get into this video. Since the UK Home Secretary, James Cleverly, made that announcement 2 weeks ago, there has been a lot of panic and anxiety. Many people have questions that have been unanswered, and I felt it's very important I provide this update he tweeted so that you know, yes, this is how it's going to go down. Now, the first one is that the people who are not allowed to bring their dependents into the UK are care workers and senior carers. So if you are a nurse, doctor, and maybe allied professional and you want to bring your dependent from spring 2024, you can still bring your dependent from spring 2024. Now, it also says that the minimum salary threshold of 38,700 for skilled worker visa does not apply to nurses, carers, doctors, allied professionals in healthcare, as well as teachers. It doesn't apply to teachers. So if you're a teacher or you intend to teach in the UK, please just relax. It's going to be the normal, salary that is expected of you. Don't even think it's going to be 38,700. If you're a midwife, please do not panic. You are included. Nurses and midwife, they don't need to get a COS that is of 38,700. Just relax. That is the first one. I told you that the UK is in need of health professionals and they cannot afford to, increase the salary threshold to that amount because it's going to affect the NHS. It's going to affect care providers that really need professionals or skilled professionals from abroad. Without it, the sector would actually drop, as in the standards might drop, because it means one carer will be taking care of many patients or many people because they are not bringing in people into the UK. The next point is that students are classified as entrants and there is a discount on the salary threshold for entrants. Now, I'm going to explain this to you because I have a friend who applied for skilled worker visa and she's just a fresh graduate. Now, on her certificate of sponsorship, it was written 22,360 per annum. That's the amount they're going to pay her every year. Now, that is not even up to the 26,200. However, her visa was approved. It was approved. And you know why? It's because she qualifies as an entrant. Now, what is an entrant? Entrant is somebody who is a fresh graduate that wants to switch to a skilled worker visa, or maybe a post-study work visa holder and you want to switch to a skilled worker visa. As long as the period at which you want to switch between your graduation is less than 2 years, you qualify as an entrant. And by so doing, there's a discount on it and it is 30%. So you're expected to have 70% prorated on the ongoing rates. So this is something you need to consider, it might qualify you. So what I'm just saying is that if you perhaps are not a nurse or a carer or a doctor, a teacher, and maybe your job is not on the shortage occupations list, but you're a master's student or undergrad or a PhD student. In fact, PhD students also have their own discount too. If you are going to graduate after spring of 2024, I don't think you are expected to have a COS of 38,700 because you'll be classified as an entrant, which is something that the UK Home Secretary, James Cleverly, did not announce anything about removing the discounts for entrants. There's a video circulating about the UK Home Secretary, James Cleverly, being asked some questions and he was under pressure and he was just answering that question. If I can, I'll insert the video here.
Will they have to meet the new threshold you're arranging of £38,700 per annum? Okay, so there's a number of things. So the proposals we put forward are forward-looking, not backward-looking. We will make sure that we put clarity.
Let me let you know that, see, forward-looking does not mean anything. It could mean anything. Seriously, it's just a general word. He did not say, definitely, if you graduate, you will not be affected. He didn't say you would be affected. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. What he said is forward-looking. He said that they are still working on the plans to provide some clarity so that everything will be documented properly. And so please don't disregard that. But like I said, if you are classified as a master's student, you don't need to worry. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is if you are a dependent to someone who is a student. I've always said it on my channel. The first thing you need to do after you pick your BRP, settle down, immediately you settle down. Please don't take very long to settle down. Get a COS. It's not illegal. Get a COS. I'm going to put a chart here so that you can see the benefits of getting a COS. Read it very carefully. Once you've gotten that COS, your students, your partner can switch to. I'm just saying it. I think many people make this mistake because they are not well informed. There's so much rush now. Many people have their visa to expire in January, February. Some people have to switch to post-study work visa, which if they had prepared properly, they wouldn't need to switch to post-study work visa. I've always said it on this channel. See, the first time you should start looking for a job is before you step into England, because looking for a job is another skill itself. It needs training. You need to understand what works and not what does not work. And sometimes you learn through try and error. And 6 months before your graduation date or your visa is about to expire, it's not sufficient to prepare you to look for a job. So I always tell people, before you start that master's program, that is when you should be applying, for jobs. See what it looks like to get a job. Apply, check out what I'm talking about, even internships, part-time, in that area. Find out whether that master's degree you are trying to pursue, whether the qualifications you're going to acquire is sufficient to give you a job. And if you come to the UK, most times it's not sufficient to give you a job. Only a few, courses like pre-registration nursing and all that they would say, okay, it's fine. You need to boost it with some trainings. And that is when you should know, oh yeah, while I'm hustling to pay my school fees, I'm hustling to do other things, I need to top up with some training. These are the things that the employer needs. I need to go for boot camps to acquire some particular skills. I need to get, all those things. Another thing is, people keep shouting that, oh, 38,700 is alarming, it's impossible. Dear, people can get a job of 38,700 as fresh graduates. It's all about positioning yourself, and some of the skills that would give you that opportunity. You don't need a degree to earn that type of skill. I've told you previously that I did a research about jobs. You can do the same thing that would give you 30,000 and above. And my dear, some of these jobs it's not something you must go to university for. They are top-up jobs. They are mostly in IT, So these are things that you need to explore. Please do not panic. Do not be anxious. Just plan strategically. Remember, all these things involves money. I know we are going into Christmas. You might want to flex. You want to enjoy yourself. But remember that when you are going to plan a visa switch, the money doesn't appear suddenly. You have to plan accordingly. You have to save over time. Enjoy yourself, but remember that a visa switch costs money. It has some cost implications. So I wish you the best. I will see you in my next video. Bye.